going on, guys? Blazing Tech. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install a set of Hella Sharp Tone twin horns. So this will work on SRs, all 2016s through 20 Tacomas. So in terms of what comes in the box for the Sharp Tone Hella twin set horns is you're going to obviously get your two horns, and they're made in India, which is pretty cool to me. And you're also going to get a relay from Hella itself. Now, because we're installing this on a 3rd gen Tacoma, and I don't know the exact how much power the original horn is rated for, I do know when I did my research and somebody did install these on a Tacoma that I think the wiring that Toyota gives us is rated for 12 volts, and these puppies will only take up about 7. So that's why I chose the Sharp Tone, because I don't have to use a relay, and essentially all I'm going to be doing is splicing into the wiring, kind of doubling it, and then I'm going to ground it all together. So in terms of what we're going to need for this project, we're going to need some connectors, first of all. Now these go onto the horn. This is part number 84151 at AutoZone. These are just some regular standard connectors. You're going to need one bolt. Now, this is kind of where if you have an SR, you're not going to need a bolt. Excuse me. If you have an SR, you are going to need a bolt. So here's my additional bolt, and I'll show you why in a second. And you're really going to need a pair of wire strippers or crimpers or however you want to call this tool, but having one of these I think is crucial. It's not necessary, but it's going to make your life a lot easier. In addition to everything else, you're going to need 2 of these eye bolts to ground your ground bolt, then ground the wiring to a bolt. So essentially this goes between the ground point and the bolt. So another thing you guys are going to need is a male connector like this, a tab connector. And what we're going to do is, instead of cutting the OEM wiring harness off, what we're going to do is stick that guy straight in here and tee it off. So if you have an SR Tacoma like me, we're only going to have one Denso horn right here. Now if you have an SR5 Plus, you're going to have another horn right here. But Toyota was nice enough to include a threaded hole right here. That way I can just bolt up my other horn. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to be removing this horn right here, and I'm going to use this bolt to bolt up one of the Hella horns right there. And then I'm going to use this threaded hole already and bolt up the second one with that other bolt that I had. And that was something that I had already had. So if you need another bolt, just take this one off, size it up, go to any auto parts store or any hardware store, and you should be able to get another bolt. So now I'll be removing the OEM horn. And this is a 12 actually. So here is our OEM Denso horn, and it's still usable, as you can see, Toyota Denso. So as you can see, here is where our connection, our OEM connection, goes in. Alright guys, so this is the wiring harness that we removed. As you can see, you just have to push this with your thumb and pull it out. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to use these, which are our connectors for the horn, those little blue guys. So, like I said, we're going to do the bottom as ground. So if this is the top, this is the bottom right here. So literally just connect that like so. Then you have our wire, and this is our ground, like I said. You're going to put this in here like so. Get it nice and tight. So how to use these is you put it on, of course, make sure that it's nice and tight, then using your crimper, you're going to crimp right here at the top. as you can see. So I'm not going to do that on camera, but you just get it in there and crimp it. So this is going to be for our positive that's going into the original Toyota wiring harness. And this is one wire here, and we've connected it by hand to 2 wires here, as you can see. And to make it all clean, we're using shrink wrap. And if you guys don't know how to use shrink wrap, you literally just put this over what you've already connected, and then use some heat and heat it up, just like that. Okay, so here is the positive or hot wire that we've created. As you can see, because we're going to 2 horns, we've got 2 of the AutoZone connectors connected. And like we explained, this is going to go straight into the wiring harness. And we're going to show you guys everything, don't worry. Alright guys, we have successfully installed the 2-piece of hella sharp tone horns in my 2017 SR Tacoma. As you can see here, all the wiring is intact and it looks damn good. And over here I've got my dad's TRD off-road, and we're going to show you guys the comparison of his dual horn. As you can see there's 1, 2 of those little Denso guys that I removed. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can see those guys peeking through. There's 2 of them right there, and they're black. They look good. And then here we've got the 2 hella sharp tone horns.